Especially you! Hey! Don't move!
You got a,
No, I'm tired.
No,
Listen.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take off. How about that?
I don't really think that's a good idea.
No, going to take off. Don't piss off the ghost. Really?
Ghostbuster is directed by Paul Feig and he's the director of Bridesmaid and Spy. I only watched like 1 or 2 trailers of this movie and I wasn't totally excited for the film, but okay, I gotta say that when I watched the movie trailer, I wasn't hating it or loving it at the same time because for me it's just a meh. But the problem with me watching the trailer, because I do feel that the trailer was pushing too hard to try being very, very ambitious. But when you watch the film, it's slightly different. So this movie started starring Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, Kate McKinnon, Leslie Jones, Chris Hemsworth, and a lot more casts. If you are a real Ghostbusters fan, you will know. So this film is a reboot, not a sequel. So they changed all the main male 4 characters into a female. The story is very, very simple because it's more of an introduction movie instead of a sequel, so it's understandable. But I have to say that I was enjoying this movie more than I thought because I was expecting that I will be getting a meh out of it because the last Paul Feig film, Spy, I did not enjoy the film. I thought it was silly, it was stupid, I did not enjoy it, I didn't break a laugh out of it. For me, it was very, very stupid because maybe I'm not a big Melissa McCarthy fan. I don't like her at all. But in this film, she was surprisingly good. Coming from a Melissa McCarthy fan, or I don't even like her, but she was not bad in this film. And I'm more of a Kristen Wiig fan more than Melissa McCarthy. I'm not going to compare the older Ghostbuster, the Bill Murray version of a Ghostbuster, and this version of a Ghostbuster because I have a very fuzzy memory watching that film. I really don't remember. So I'm not going to compare whether is it good or bad because I really don't remember. I watched that film when I was a kid, but I'm more grown up. So this film, it does kind of make sense that this film went to a reboot route. I was kind of surprised that this film rebooted because it needs to have a new audience because it's a next generation of people watching film. So you can say that this movie speaks, the target audience of this film is really to the new generation of the people and not the older generation or the older fan of Ghostbusters. So this one kind of speaks out a lot. So it really speaks out to me a lot because I wasn't a big fan of Ghostbusters, because watching this film made me a fan of Ghostbusters now, to the point I want to rewatch the older version of Ghostbusters. Get on to the review. I like this film in terms of because it really speaks out to the general audience because nowadays we are using a lot of social media like Facebook, YouTube, whatever. So the technology in this film really blends with the film because they talk a lot on like YouTube, this and that. So really gels well. Other than that, I think the CGI wasn't too bad because it's a comedy action film, so I wasn't expecting too much of the CGI because when you enter this film, I wanted to enjoy the film, which I did. I wasn't expecting a very good CGI, so which really delivers. But speaking of that, but the CGI wasn't too bad and not the greatest, but it was good enough. I did enjoy it. I want to talk about the acting. The 4 main cast from SNL, 4 of them were from SNL, the Saturday Night Live. To be honest, they give it all. Their performance was really, really good. And then I like Melissa McCarthy in this film as well because she wasn't like too over or too silly, but in this one she is comedically serious. These 2 characters were the shining moment of the film, I can say that. Other than that, the other 2 actresses, Kate McKinnon and Leslie Jones, I felt like I don't know whether is it the script fault or their acting fault, or I don't know. So I'm trying to talk about the characters themselves. The characters they acted as kind of pushes a bit too far. As in, like, there are certain moments where I felt like in the film they shouldn't push too far away. They should have just stayed there. But other side of that, they are kind of a colorful characters. Other than that, they are very colorful characters, but certain moments like jokes or certain action they have pushed too far. That is all I can say that. And I want to talk about the one actor and characters that I was thinking that it was going to be a failure. Chris Hemsworth as the receptionist. Honestly, I kind of like his character. It wasn't too bad at all. At first, I was like, when I saw him in the trailer, I was like, Chris Hemsworth, what are you doing? Why are you in this film? But turns out I was enjoying it. He wasn't too bad. He was trying to bring the comic relief into the film, which it was successful. Okay, I want to talk about the storyline. So the storyline was more of an introductory of the new Ghostbuster, the formation of the Ghostbuster which works pretty well. But that was the first half of the film, or you can say the first 3/4 of the film. For the last quarter of the film, I can say the fourth act of the film, where it started to get a bit too off. If you watch the trailer, you should know there will be a ghost apocalyptic moment in the film. So that is where it started to get slightly off. So the ghost apocalyptic is where I find a bit too off. So I wouldn't say there are certain moments that I didn't like, but most of the parts that I do like. I'm not going to spoil you a lot, so if you have the chance to go and watch this film, you better go and watch this film. So I did enjoy a hell out of it. I don't hate it, I don't dislike it, I like it, I don't love it. So I can say that I like it a lot, to the point that I really wanted to watch the second time. Yeah, I'm planning to watch on the second time. A second time of this film, because this film, because you can totally tell that the people behind the film work really hard on this film to try to match with the classic Ghostbusters. And you can really tell they put all their hearts and passion into the film. So you can totally tell that they are going full force with the film. So to the point, like, you gotta give credit there. To the point, I really wanted to watch the second time because I was enjoying the hell out of it, this film. But there are certain moments that they push a bit too far. You can totally tell, like some of the jokes where they push a bit too far. But I'm fine with that. I can look past that. But as an overall film, I did enjoy it. It was an entertaining film. It wasn't too bad. So at the end of the day, I'm giving Ghostbusters 7 out of 10. I wasn't really expecting a lot from this film because I was thinking I'm going to give this film a 5 out of 10, but turns out I'm giving it 7 out of 10 because I was really enjoying out of this film. So if you guys really have a chance, or you want to relax, or you want to go to cinema and watch a movie, I really do recommend Ghostbuster. I was enjoying a hell out of it. So don't if you because it has a lot of funny moments. It has a good action moments. The CGI wasn't that bad. The acting was good as well. So this is my Ghostbusters movie review. So if you like what you see and you want to see more, click my other movie reviews and then subscribe to my channel to see more movie reviews. And I'll see you all next time.